Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be looking at the Jag Panzer E100 and this game in particular here by Galaxy Inquisitor. Now the Jag Panzer E100 is, in my opinion, basically a Death Star but better. Whoops, sorry about that. But basically it's a Death Star but better, and the reason for it being, in my opinion, a Death Star but better is for quite a few reasons. Now some people hate the JG, some people love it. I'm probably somewhere in the middle, leaning a lot more towards the love side. It's not a bad tank, in my opinion. I actually quite enjoy playing the tank in quite a few occasions. I can do decently well in the tank as well. And there's a few reasons, in my opinion, that it is a better 183. Now, of course, the 183 Alpha is 130 more on the AP, and the 183 has that Hesh, which, yeah, very nice hammer rack right there, by the way. Of course, don't buy the IS-7. Never buy the IS-7. And now, what was I talking about? And yeah, so it does have, less alpha than 183, and it doesn't have the Hesh. But this thing does have a quicker reload and a lot more armor, and it is still the second highest alpha in the game. The only thing closest to it is a 640, which is a pretty big jump, and 130 more it would be the 183. Now your HE in this thing as well is just kind of your standard, big TD HE, but of course it can roll all the way up into the high thousands. I mean 1200 I think is the average roll in this tank for the HE, and it really can be quite a devastating shell of HE, which unfortunately did not happen on that WT right there. Well, that would have been quite a slap indeed. He probably would have been dead right now. But yeah, there's a few reasons, like I said. Those are the reasons that I would compare it to the 183, of course, is just the alpha. Now, the things that make it better than the 183, the camo, the quicker reload, the armor, of course, would be a major one. I mean, the armor on this thing is much, much, much better than the 183. The 183 has some of the worst armor in the game, while the JG has some of the better armor in the game, especially for a TD. This is one of the most armored TDs in the game. Probably only something like an E3 or maybe an E4 would have more armor than this tank. But yeah, that does make it, in my opinion, a lot easier to play than a 183. This is basically a 183, but easier to play, because this tank here, of course, you're not going to be punished as much for your mistakes in this tank compared to the 183, and as well, you don't have to risk shooting Hesh as much to get, those shots, because of course it is nice to have Hesh, but when you get greedy and you use that Hesh and it does not penetrate, yeah, that's a rough time right there. You just missed out on 1,000 damage, which is pretty, it's pretty disappointing, which you really don't have that happen in the JG too much, because you are, not shooting that Hesh all the time. You have a more reliable shell that you're shooting mainly, because of course in the 183, you really, if you can pin them with AP, you can pin them with Hesh most of the time. So yeah, that's a few of the reasons I think the JG is better than the 183, and there's a few things that I think make the 183, of course, better than the JG, which of course would be the alpha and the Hesh, which is just amazing on that tank. Man, it is so amazing to get a 1400, sometimes even 1600 roll into some light, medium, or even the rear of a heavy tank on M18. One of the most satisfying things in the game. And now, of course, you're really not going to have that in the JG. You can have, 1300 rolls of HE, but you're not going to be getting those massive, massive, massive rolls that you get in the 183, which you are missing out on, but you're trading it in for a much higher performing tank. So yeah, that's my comparison between the JG here and the 183, and we'll just kind of watch the rest of this game here. Very nice game so far, 5k and 3 kills as well, and it shows how the JG, I mean, really a 183 could not be doing the same thing here, and of course you do have that amazing alpha still, which of course, like I said, isn't as good as the 183, but it really still is a very nice alpha. And it allows you to do, a lot more when you're carrying a team. I mean, it allows you to win 1v3s, 1v2s a lot better. You still don't have a turret, though, so you can be circled by a medium. So that does, that's a big, disadvantage, but the 183 has that as well. Its turret can only has, 20, 30, I don't know, degrees of traverse. I'm not quite sure what it is. But they both really are non-turreted TDs. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video here. We'll just watch the little bit rest of this replay here. Of course, this was one of the pre-recorded videos while on vacation, so hopefully there's enough of these to last, because I wasn't able to make a ton of them since I didn't have the most footage, and hopefully I'll be able to upload some videos while I'm on vacation. We'll have to see though. But yeah, very nice game, here by Galaxy Inquisitor. finishing off the Bat Chat 25T right there. 6.2k damage, 1,120 block, and 5 kills as well. Shows how the JG can do a very good job on the battlefield. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.